يشمجيات سجل معانا يختم وش ألقى خم لفس ما ألقى خم وش هيغم لوسن ودم هيم
Yeah, Hamiyani Kimkti Paul. Hamiyani Losum was Etxnum the Aklam. We did get our video on, so because Etx means apology, so Kedem Sadam Anum. Dem hoy dem I'm gonna introduce myself. Rosaline's why I'm Siwam why and Gulilbish why will play like and why Kinam dit loy sa which kuni Anspayaxw I'm Godi and Kimkti Paul. We're happy to be together, to be on here. Because apologies for last Monday. I was not feeling too well. I was not feeling too well. Because lost some. I am going to do a prayer before we start. We always do prayers before we open anything, and that's what Gitxsanimx always taught us for a great blessing and the feeling of what our connections with them. Okay. Ladox means to bow your heads. Onagodam, lut atam lachagi. Sam de pliyadent oyachslun. Amasagion. Hamiyanu gwastinaman loom. Nagodam. Lut atam lachagi. Gitxsanimx Hamiyanu losum gwastingiatisum loom. Is isagam nisum nagodam. Dum amagiadat honey jokten. Take care of the world. Hamiyanu gwastinaman loom nagodam. Nin in the staskagot obligina. Creator, we just like to thank you for all the blessings you have given us and the caring and the beautiful son. Nagodam, nin and amagiatum kantsum lacha. Plochs, bahas van apligwe, will hamayat num amasagion, will nitum ran will. Sabach. I did it in the way that I'm kind of translating back, but I'm not nervous, but if there's ways that towards the end of this, because I'd like to translate as we're doing it in ways, and you could let us know, because with the prayer, I know there's a great understanding, and there's different ways of prayers. We will come to that one. I was opening, and there's different prayers. And what we're going to do now, Kimkti Paul, Kimkti Nit is my brother. Our grandmother raised us together. He's my cousin too, but grandmother, and that's how it was in our family. Grandmother raised us together to be togetherness, and there's more of us that are out of the circle right now, and me and my brother were raised together through how our grandmother taught us, in the ways how she taught her grandchildren. That's what we're showing you. We're not saying that it's different ways of teachings, but there was different ways that Granny had taught us how to be together and supporting one another. Even though it's been very rough, we never do part. We always think of each other's, even though we're going through a year now and many months of what's happening with the sicknesses. And it always reflects back to me on thinking on how they reacted to all the diseases that came. I will switch back to my mother tongue. I'm not so great with English. I was raised to speak from being child, little, different ways of teaching, and there's never a wrong or a right the way we were taught. But maybe it could be a bit of correction, because our grandmothers always said use our tongue on how we were taught. And to be honest to each and every one of you, we are learning too. We are learning too from our tongue, that if we don't start now with this encouragement, we would not ever start. We don't want to lose the language, and we're doing what we can, and as long as we can create what we're doing, and we watch it, and it'll make us feel good and give us more of the strength that is coming down from our teachings, from Gualhiens, it's called, the teaching that were taught to us, that some stuff that we know. And I never ever thought that I would be sitting here. Sometimes you don't remember, then all of a sudden something's going to come to you, and it never ever is lost for something what Gitxsanimx had taught you, because it's there. It just has to come out that way. Okay, I went further on that because it is very important. Jens is already there. And our start today, me and my brother, I introduced myself 2 Mondays ago, and them midi Jabas Paul Sagyu, and Paul is going to talk about how he got the name, and how grandmother, he's going to tell it, and dem Jabas Paul Kimkti Paul Tun, and in the future, I really like to translate, and my bro is probably whatever way how this is going to work, and it works out through how he's going to speak. Dem sidamanin dem altnet akon dem algeran la wishla la will Gitxsanimx Guatsawalatn and Nick's grandmother, and the D Nitten Samasan non Harriet Gawa Nitten Samasan D Jits and Nin and the D Sarai Lundum the Muscle. I asked my brother if he could talk about how he got his name, and how and everything. So in our language and our upbringing, and what he's going to talk.
We some gigat. Figure mana. Tanet skip wilses. Toyo si smog lahagi will kilam time to and gulel bush. Kinam time the mali high. Schoch dem hey dem Amsiwam was Paul there. Says Amsiwa. The Eugene, the Hoy, the Kedumlas Kanasit. Why? Little Gnams grandmother Hayat and Mary Gitsi and Emma will Susum and map. Gnam did some jolly map, the Kedumlas Kanasit, why am gadi will Susan will and the witch Mary to Wilbum will Zogum and la the Dalch يكتم وين لاست سكوب تيفك تبون زيادة يعني موادة كي ساقي سودس ماري لسلا كشوك ولستملك لسلا تيل
the cook lost the milk in it, the tail of the beaver.
net will those some missed it lsla to cook lsla open fire must map and knee take your shirt off the other loam headhum stoics so much the no five, 10 times. We Gitxsanimx Mary and treats Hayat the will wisdom will Yuktum Htakiatsum and will that means you guys are going to be strong leaders when you take this beaver and take a beating off the beaver tail from your back. That'll make you a strong warrior or something like that. And that was what happened when I got the name. Me and Marvin got that name. And Marvin was 7 or I was 7 and he was 6. Or either one of those age categories. And my mother's name is Margaret Wilson. My dates is Effie Wilson. My George Wilson. That's the siblings of Alice and Rosie Pierre. That's their brother, is George Wilson. So that's our and Effie's are Jeets. And what my name means is scary man, mean man on the mountain, and he lives on a mountain and he protects the territory. He never allows anybody on that territory. The people that send messengers, about 4 messengers to him to come down to the villages or to come peace or something like that. But those messengers that went up there, they never made it back home. So that's the story of that Gitxsanimx name. He's a very mean man. And it's a very scary name. And our blind grandmother Emma used to say, Hamjayin Gilelk. What was it again? There's a monster man up on the mountain. And so when me and Marvin got that name, we were just kids, and we didn't understand what was going on. And eventually, as we grew up, we carried these names since we were kids, and that
Yes.
is this is
1980.
as you can see, this is the crest of Gitxsanimx. These are the bones. Oops. These are the bones on the back of the blanket.
This is your mom Harriet's blanket, Analaga.
Yeah, this. So yeah, that's where that name came from, and the story behind it. So why introducing you on the map?
I'm 7.
Doy sim gigat sigramana ko lakdi sim hamaya
Nin will muscle will was one. I'm just happy. I told him that I'm happy that how he told the story, because he has never ever talked about it. And we have the responsibility of it that we've been carrying. I never got my name until I was 12 years old, down at the old hall. Gitxsanimx was joined together with Jibasa. And like Paul said, they were little when they stood them out with little blankets. Man, we needed young men to build those shoes that have been empty from all the names we had in our house. He was stood up, but I didn't get my name yet. I had to work for it that time because I was little, down at the old hall. So I served tea. Gitxsanimx, Moses said, and Jibasa, done. I said, oh, she's done enough. She's going to have a name now. Why? I went down to Etna, 12 or 13, and he was younger. The men were very groomed because their grandmother, Gitxsanimx and Gulilbish, were blind grandmother. Nedi helped get home, helped Hanak. Lots of women. And the Lagyach Jits means laugh at. These names we have are thousands of years old. We carry. We have to. It's called Walthians. And that's how I got my first name, was a child's name. And I looked through with my nieces, actually my cousins. They did a lot of work on the names that we all have. Some of these names were used by Jibasa. They used 2 names. He used Angulilbush. Jibasa was a very special man. George Williams was married to Alice Williams. And that's how far the name was that was carried on to Jibasa. Before we were taught George Williams, that's how far I know. He married with a Caldo, Alice Williams. There was Fred White, that was Jibasa. Fred White, he was married to Mabel, our beautiful families. And then our Stanley, and then Leonard. So it goes back as they done the research on the names, and that's what we need to explain. It's not all about us, but we need to teach it out because they're listening, and that's how our grannies taught us, because we had to be put on the spot to be ready to take care of that blanket. They taught us that because we were put on. I said, why do we have to? We have to because we're carrying the breaths of our grandmothers. It involves father clan, We are the father clan of we Mughals. We take care of our father clan, vice versa. I always learn, I asked what honey yek meant to a special person that I had to learn, because if you don't ask, you're not going to learn. Why is it called honey yek? I thought, because we went to town every Saturday with grandmother, with the kids, to go to town to Gitxsanimx, in town, go gets what there we go. And I asked a special person not too long ago. He said, it means something about your father clan. Honey, yeah, is when you're giving them something. Like it's got to do with on that land. So I believe it would be food. It would be something it could be medicine. It could be anything that was brought to the father clan. We recognize those. It's very important that we know. And with me, and I'm always honest, I do have my father, but it was different. So the way grandmother said it was, I go towards my mother's father clan. That's Womenosik. So that's who takes care of me, because my father clan, it's not that I don't just respect them, but that's just how it is. And because I've been in the culture for a while now, it's changed. I've never missed feasts when I was a little girl. I learned, I sat, and I remember the beauty, how they served, how Auntie Alice served Stanley, and I heard her father clan, her children's father clan. She'd come around the table, starting from the head chief and goes down to the left, comes around to all of us, goes around the whole table. She always had a nice something. It would be either something with a bowl with a lid. That's how dearly she took care of us. And so did Auntie Annie. Kispiox, all the spouses that depending on that table. That's how it was. It was beautiful. It's such a beautiful flow. I explained about the father clan, and that's so beautiful because we all come together. We all come together and we start making our journeys back to the land, to where our Jeets and our Samogits had already ludibmren, and the trail, the wagon trails made there. Because we needed the food, values, the medicine, and what they had taught the ones that are here while we were younger. Nikda, Nibit, auntie and uncle. We're asking now. We're asking a lot of questions, even me. We have a big gap that we need to come join together. It don't matter who it is, we got to come together. Make the family and join our hands together, and everybody's going to slowly come, and the circle is going to get bigger. The beautiful flowers, the children, our children, they're waiting. They've been waiting for a long, long time. This is coming from my heart. Samogit, Smorgets. Gabadik noom. They're waiting. Okay. Just I did it in English. On my second language. It's my English. My blessings is my own mother tongue that I have been doing and practicing for a long time. I'm not ashamed of it. And if I say a little bit different, it is going to be okay as long as you understand. I really appreciate this, and we have other things to do. We set up our programs as we go along. May month. May. It's May now. So Anspayaxw. I see growth. Limx. Yants. The leaves are growing. I've been going out to check. Willow, red willow. Bakbok dandelions. Hamiyani, the which was Denzel onions. Agi Gwasawatski, Sagatanks, like it's underarm. Sagatanks, onions, I just eat them. Sa with law, Hamiyani, Dowdney, I cut them up and I eat them and they're strong. They're this size, so they're good. So the rest of them I froze. So when I cook, I just chop them up and put them in my cooking. Just La Sayanza Hamadaro cedar. Time to cedar months. Dogum cedar ilel. Take them off the trees and you could do something with it. Beauty, just even do. I learned it from. I never ever went out, but I learned it. Thankful with the PCAP group with Pat Wilson and my dear friends took me out, and I even some of them they could just you cut it from the bottom. You use something on that tree, and then you just. You got to be tough, and I did it. I was so proud of myself. Right? It was tough work, but the ladies I was with Cheryl-Ann Scults. She can really do that. She taught me a lot, and Pat. Yeah, they'll probably be going out. And there's a lot of growth that we do follow. What we can eat on the land. There is, because this is the month. Yeah. But Sagamhon, we want fish. Let's get la with again. We had a burnt fish on the when we went out, and it was stood with Susit. Mislash kumhon no man Susit. Zabm Gilel Lachip. Sagam dem some Salga Willems honey yak. Saturday, it's this Saturday, 2:00, like multi to. Before I forget, I'll be messenger the multi losum, cause 4 kilometer the Willem the no. I'm just actually beside what beside the tagum knit them, the good knit, we're gonna pick them up. Okay, so I went on that one, just a nice brief little talk in there. Okay, we're gonna do something different here. I'm gonna be yukdem and muddle them with kimchti. Yukdem and muddle them with kimchti. I'm gonna tell my brother what to do. I'm gonna TPR, we're gonna do something where Edna, Hamayani, Lun Edna, when Master the Willie, like a two, seven, Om, 40, the wind was son. Edna, I really like to thank you for encouraging me to do these things. Hamayani, Lun, I wish you were here too with us, but you will come on Saturday. Honey, yeah. Have Kuskans on it. Hetwin,
Yes, Mama, love you guys.
Net akum hetwin, oh, Nimnism. We lost you guys. Oh, Nimnism. Okay,
We see
okay.
and hear you. Hey,
Can you hear me?
hey,
Net akum kania. Okay. Net akum hetwin, hetwin. Hetwin. Done.
Oh, it's a mud eye.
It's a more done. Net akum kossen, kossen,
Osni.
kossen, kossen,
Kossen.
kossen, kossen. Net akum pan, pan, some pan. Milugun, net akum milugun. Milugun dance.
Uncle don't know how to dance.
I'll go get him dance. Oh, Nimnism. We lost you guys again.
Oh, we're here.
Okay, okay,
We didn't miss a second of the dancing.
yeah. Me look is dance.
So we two going to come out of the store?
Wait for who?
Okay. Okay. What turn? Lost you guys again. Happening here. Go Nimnism.
Oh, we see you.
Okay.
Hey.
What turn? What turn? What turn? Yeah, na. What turn? Yeah. Hey, Zach turn. What turn, sir?
Hobby.
Hobby. Quan de Porkson. Kan squaddy. What Guben Hilu Kjotski. Mos kan squaddy.
Blueberries, blue macadamia, most.
Oh, no, se mai nena. Is the mai. Nit kan wislikum si relaxenum sa. Wil uskum agim la algam called is suam gnum. We did too much English. I tunum la alga lot.
It's getting autumn goes magat lot. It's a goose hay, the way. Maybe it's getting mom to one come the Willem.
We are not supposed to speak English. He said that. And I said, okay. In Sagutiton Agi, in Eddie Skidum, Amsawamgam, Noom, Nit, Yuk Skidum, Lepoim, Lep Algaram. We have to start using our own language. And we have to ask our elders and our that if we don't know it, we have to go ask them and work together. Because we were all together and we have to learn and support each other because we are going to come together again with the language. Some Luambodi will Sagawili, how to buggy cut coordinated like Allah, Nitla, Algerai, Ustum Stump. Luambodi will I told him that I'm happy that he's putting up with me because the way I sound, it's the way I have to sound, but I'm not angry at him because we need to start. And grandmother never really pitied us for things. We had to figure it out. We had to figure out what it was and what that next berry that was going to be ripe on the garden and doing tama ni in sap manay and doing nedin sap and doing hirok. I started last year ni kan Etna kan Paul sap and doing Nedi and doing them Nedi and doing them. We haven't had a garden ever since we were kids. Health and doing, Granny had a lot of undoing. In this whole village had undoing. And Arnold, our Uncle Arnold. And I used to go help my dear friend Louise Wilson with her undoing. We helped one another. We were very close. And when our gardens were done, si Ianza was weeding the garden. Si Ianza. And when we're done that, Roy Senior makes us swings. We have our swings, we have our monkey swings, and that's our playtime. Chlach is David. David is the one I wish that could be with us too, David Chlach Harris. He was, I'll tell you a story about Kispiox. Can you all hear me? Can you say Kispiox?
Kispiox.
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 Kispiox. It's the swallow, it's the birds, you call them swallows. So we always had this challenge. Okay, because we had nothing to play with, but we had to do something. So David's the main champion of Kispiox. You take a little rock, nice enough to tie a thread on there. Nice white thread with either a feather or a cotton. So I was holding my drum. So you hold that little thing and then you throw it because the Kispiox are around, okay? So those, when you're lucky that you're not going to hurt that bird, you're just going to catch it. Not all of us could do it, but David Harris.
I did.
Dave, oh, Paul, okay. Nina. Oh, Paul caught one. So you take it and it gets caught up on that little thread with the little pedal bell at the end, and you throw. And there you most of the time, if it gets caught in there, you catch it, you run for it, and you carry. You always make that feeling of the bird. And I realized my father-in-law, Freddie Starr, a bird came into our home one time, down the road from here. And Gilly took the bird and put it by Deborah's eyes. Oh, the flock in. You're going to be an early bird. And still today she believes in it because she, at those times when she's going to school, she would get up early, but she talks about that story. I was very honored. I'm when Malas Paul. Happy to hear about the beaver tail when you have that, and that happened. Freddie, my Freddie Starr, Wosamadik, what? Freddie, Wosamadik, my children's grandfather, they had the same, they done that. And with that too, they said that you'll have the tough back, but that's some history that's Paul had explained. And I was so touched to hear that. Only because I did not know my brother did that. There's some information that we don't know that I didn't know, that what he had told. He would know more than me. He looked after grandmother 24/7. That was our school. That was our education. That was our education, was our grannies. We loved to go to school. I won't put it down, but Granny was the one that was going to be, that was teaching us. Our Gitxs, many of them, we had many. My uncle Jibasa talked about Daisy. She was 112 years old when she passed. Talked a lot about it, and our Gitxs and our yes were our education for survival, because we weren't able just to go get anything we wanted. And we have to go back to that, because what we ate was a lot of the stuff off the garden until grandmother got bedridden. And we had to start eating out of canned food. But our veggies, I'm so happy that the movement of people, Gitxsanimx undoing again. They're starting on their gardens again. I had Yalis so berries on my agenda. I could sit here for 2, 3, 4 hours. But I really, it's more because we were panicky. We'll be calm yet. It's just a natural instinct that my bro. I went to go, just to let you guys know, I went to go visit my son today in Newtown. I melted out. I melted out. Winter's over. It's time to be outdoors. Time to go visit my son with my mask and spend time with Dennis. I went on a transit bus. It felt like I was a bit nervous leaving Kispiox, but happy to get out of here for a while to go see my son. We got right back here at 4. My amayani wim sudi was gets ning and Gary. The Ampadi, wim sudi chick. Marty Lot, I told him that I was happy. He picked me up at 3.
Yeah, Uncle Gedem Las Ganasid is our neighbors up there.
Nidus, Wagano, we're all Otuni, Kikosungian, again.
Des Limach, Deeblix, or Stin Scuba Bucket.
Okay, go. Nedin Wilak, Lim Quatel, which one? Lin ne lun etna them lim knins which one?
Deeblix, Scubillos, Dim Sagai, Dim Willach, Will a Dubbin, Lumanoch, Lach, Hoch, Honey Duck, Hoggachad, Point, Man, Dim Lach,
Deeblix,
Scubillos, Sim Sagai, Dim Willach, Will a Dubbin. I'm thankful Kitwanga dialect taught me that song.
Yep, I'm Jaban, Mkodi, Deeblix. Let's twinkle, twinkle, little star, Nida. Hogyacha. Et
Hogyakin.
am saben some little hamaya nilun mswalats na nilimktus. You're gonna teach me that. I remember some of it, but you could run me through when you come home. So how on?
Okay. Okay, we'll do 5 little monkeys soon. We gotta find 5 monkeys though.
Kababakis nena extended bakis.
And Ron said he'll be the first one.
Well, Paul's on.
Oh, that Paul is okay. I Paul them back is we.
Hey, how's it, man?
How yeah, it
already there.
Maybe I'm Bucky's. Ron, look at Bucky's.
back is hey. What's got all time? Okay.
Hmm.
The Limkton na etna. Are you gonna sing it?
Silver Bucky's, Ghost and Honey Geese. Die Gwen scuba back to see kocht dem gas. Hoch noch Doctor, die het Dr. Lot. Hat die Gossen lachat nie gees.
Kabit back is it. The kostit lach hanigis. The Bacchus has jumped on the bed. They fell down. It oozed, knocked it, the light doctor. Didn't what it long, net doctor, a light.
Yeah, that's what
light.
made me. That's what made me learn how to learn the languages by singing it.
Yeah. Godi, I will sing one about the gin, gin, gin. My granny always sang this, so I will do a little song that I put on my page, just to let you all know. I have a page, it's called Sulmash Chibasa Algyach. So I have some stuff on that page that I add every day, every other day. So, okay, I'm gonna do this little gin, gin song. I used to hear my grandmother's, Jin is a hummingbird. Jin. Okay. Hey, Jin, Jin, Jin. Okay, kausas. So be quiet. I'll do it right now. Kausas means quiet in the peace hall. They say kausas ksame. Kausas when it just gets quiet in there. Jin, Jin, Jin. Jin, Jin, Jin. Kala aksen Jin. Luam kodi wengya anjin. Willims matakale. Jin, Jin, Jin. Jin, Jin, Jin. Kala aksen Jin. Luam kodi wengya anjin. Williams Matakale. So Granny is very happy when she sees the Jin, the hummingbirds, coming to the garden. Oh, I'm with my, everything's gonna grow, they're gonna bloom, the flowers. With Jin. She's happy that they're gonna come and drink out of or bloom the flowers, and then everything is going to be okay as long as we see the Jin, we see the birds that are coming back. And when they see the birds and they see them all coming back, they're happy that everything is going to be okay, that it's all still okay. Especially the bees. Up was very important to them. What time yun? What time yun? Slabish kuni.
5:12.
5:12.
I'm going to do a quick song. I'm going to do the Mlimkni. I'm going to close me Skatisani. I'm going to pray. The Mlimkni is, I'm going to sing. Dem giginok ni. I'm gonna pray. Dem skat isa ni. I'm gonna close this just for now. But I'm always on my page. Okay, Hamia. Sagud Qaiden. All. Get him las canasset. Amalacha. 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 Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Lu am akoda will box eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Oh, Mina, Lalekum Gasewe. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Amianu askinamelo eh 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 Ganz ansipsipend. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Eh, eh, eh. Oh, Amia. Dem gigeen nog nee te gaan. Muskat isa num. Nee gigeen nog gooi. Oh, ni kwada. Het atsam nog hagi. Sakam de priel met oyaxlen. Ama sagien. Ama yuksa. Hamia num gwagit naman noom. Ama God. Ama get. Lomst. Good heart. Kind. Lomst. Respect. Hamia num apli gui kwa wanten. Kwa limchset. We are very happy what you have planted. We are happy what you have given us. What is growing. Hamia num an axe. We are thankful for the water. Hamia num iskanis. We're thankful for the mountains. Hamia num lochs. We're thankful for the sun. We wouldn't be here. We're thankful for the rain. We're thankful. I could go on, Creator, for thanking God. I'm blessed. We are all blessed. We are one in this earth. We were one. Gitxsanimx. We are all over on this earth and this world. where we feel no matter where we are on this earth, we are one. You are no different from the circle that we're creating. Amiya ni lun godam Gitxsanimx. I went very far, but it's okay. There's a reason it's coming from my heart. Saat ikskodi kan samagay. Kus etxni. I apologize if I hurted anybody. Kus etxni. Amiya sabah nitum kanwil. Amiya ni umlosam nedin dipya asam you can dipya aqua. We did our best on the wishes that on the list for our conversation that we did our best on TPR, on showing you. We'll have more come in and how we have plans for each time and for the seasons, the month, and for something that we're going to prep. So berries. I have very great wishes to go out on the land or even to the totem poles too. But you know, you have to have service. Yeah, just to data or something will work out. Okay. There's any questions or ne ligi kwadam ligi hesama? Do you have anything that we asked last time? Any wishes that you have, just to let us know, or through Colin, let Colin know, and whatever you want to know, and then we will find it with all our other groups, with all our other submortgages, and subsequent is all together, and subsequent is everybody.
Okay. Okay, Mom, I just want to see B.E. Milochen again before you.
Okay, Milgon. Oh, have to suck it.
already over.
They got Milgon. Okay,
Already over.
got Milgon.
Okay, first one now.
Oh, yes.
I've been
So we all miss him. He's sleeping and miss him. We all sleeping means we love you. Sleeping. Hey,
Yo inin wal nadah.
hey,
Sinin.
Gainin Ganach, Quailot, Lualalja, Gainin Ron.
hey, Gapneen, and
Hey,
miss them for everything. Everything you talked about with the father clans, with our history, with our elders. That's all amazing. And the Adao. I'm gonna make sure that this video goes to our family on the Facebook group chat. It's really important.
Thank you, Colin, for all your support. I love you guys so much.
So
Love you,
Jason
Edna.
is our grandson. We're talking him name Jason, kan Jenny. We're talking si Basa, wakanik nisam. Ano niya no. Hey, Deskun, skatagom yun.